Hello my friends, and welcome back to the studio. David Kessler here, and today I want to talk to you about being fearless in the studio. What does that mean, being fearless in the studio? In a previous video we talked about some of the common fears that I see that artists have that can sort of paralyze them into inaction. Being fearless to me in the studio is standing up in front of that canvas and not being scared of the blank canvas, and be willing to do something you've not done before and doing it with everything you've got, putting your whole heart in there and really letting you come out on the canvas. It's a hard thing to do when you're first beginning to paint. If you're not a seasoned painter, well, I'll say this, even as seasoned painters, we get into ruts. Everybody is a painter, or any kind of creative person at some point gets into a rut, whether it's just a creative rut or the rut of doing the same thing all the time and not trying to challenge yourself to do something different. So to me, being fearless is not having any of those paralyzing fears, standing up in front of the canvas and be willing to do whatever it takes to put yourself out there. For me, that's being fearless in front of the camera, or in front of the canvas. And for me, you know, I have to paint in front of people all the time. It's not my preferred thing to do. I would rather paint in the studio on this wall right behind me with the music blaring so loud I can barely hear anything else, dancing around and getting loose and just painting freely. Now I can't act like a crazy person like that in a workshop. And even when I'm recording me painting, I try to edit all that sort of stuff out or be a little more tame for the camera. But when I'm painting in here by myself, man, I mean, I just turned loose. You know, I might be dancing around all over the studio, but that's what helps me get loose, so when I stand up here in front of the canvas, I can be fearless. I don't have to worry about anybody watching. I don't have to worry about the camera being on. I don't have to worry about what people are going to think about what I do. I just do it. You know, when you're in your studio by yourself, who cares? You know, nobody's watching. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever makes you you in the studio. Let yourself go, man. Put yourself out there on the canvas. That's what people want to see. They want to see you doing something that's you. They want to see how you see the world through your eyes. That's what people want to see from artists. Right? Put yourself out there. Just be fearless. Don't let fear or expectations or negative thoughts enter your mind when you're standing in front of the canvas, right? Just clear your mind, clear your head, say, okay, today I'm going to do something I've not done before. I'm going to use paint in a way I've not done it before. I'm going to experiment like I've not done it before. I'm going to be fearless, because whatever it turns out to be, I don't care. It might be terrible. That's fine. You have to be willing to accept that as an artist. You have to be willing to accept that everything or most things aren't going to turn out. It's part of the process of being an artist, part of the creative process. Things aren't going to work out. Things aren't going to be good. But you have to be okay with that. You have to paint enough to be okay with that. Everything doesn't have to be a wall hanger. Everything doesn't have to go to the gallery. Everything doesn't have to be in a show. It's just playtime, man. It's just playtime. You get in here, you have fun, you be fearless, you experiment. That's what it's all about. So be fearless this week in your studio. Here's what I want you to do. You know, put the music on, turn your phone off, lock the door, right? If you got a door in your studio, lock the door so nobody can come in here. Be yourself, right? Love being with yourself. Be yourself. Do whatever you want on the canvas. Be fearless about it. Don't have any fear. Let yourself completely go. And what's going to happen is you will love that so much. You'll get this amazing rush, this dopamine rush, that you'll want to recreate that every time you go to the studio. And that's what it's all about. You have to have that rush. You have to challenge yourself. You have to put yourself in another zone, right? Get out of your comfort zone. Do something different. And be fearless this week in your studio. And when you do that, you'll start to be the painter you've always wanted to be. And I guarantee you, if you stick with it, it'll work for you, because it worked for me. Okay, until next time, I'll see you.